I am completely stunned. It's the end of the year. I'm putting together the end of year video. You guys know me. I'm Jahlon. This is the Paradox Gaming Network. And I want to let you know right off the bat, yes, I know the numbers look bad this year. I'm a metrics guy. I chase the numbers. I like to plot where we at. It was a bad year for me. The numbers are down, the views are down, the engagements are down, everything's down. Well, not everything. I want to start off with our one big, huge success for the year that my community can go into 2023 knowing they did something great, and that was Extra Life for Kids. This year, we raised over $6,000 for Extra Life for Kids. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, well, I can't take pride in that, I didn't donate, it's not about donating. It's not about if you're the $500 donor and you're the big money person for this year. Doesn't matter if you're the person who donated $1. Doesn't matter if you donated $1.37 just to get the number off to cause other people to donate and got into the rounding wars, or if you just hung out with me for the 24 hours I streamed. Everybody contributes. Everybody in the community gets to take the bullet and say, I helped raise $6,000 for Extra Life for Kids. So that's something you should be proud of. 2022 has taught me a lot of things, and that is sponsorships and advertising is something that I want to get into, but I want to get into it on my own terms. My integrity is not for sale. I know a lot of content creators will say everybody takes whatever advertising they can get. I don't do that. This year, however, I want to say thank you to HelloFresh. This, unfortunately, I have to say this is a paid promotional. I wish I didn't have to say that because I would put this plug in for HelloFresh without them paying me, but it is an affiliate program. I do have a code in the description below. I want to say thank you to HelloFresh for really walking me through, partnering with me and teaching me about advertising and sponsorships. A dozen members of my community this year made the switch to HelloFresh and they solved their food problem. What I mean by the food problem is you're probably sitting there thinking, Jay, it's HelloFresh. No, don't think like that. You're probably eating way too much fast food and way too much takeout. The food problem I'm talking about is it's become way too easy to swing through a drive-thru, eat bad food, and not understand why you feel bad. You start to feel bad. If you look at my Instagram, I am having a blast with HelloFresh. It is a new hobby. It's not just them paying me to put this insert in. That's not what I'm talking about right now. HelloFresh is my number 2 thing looking back on 2022. Before HelloFresh, I hated to cook. I would forget to pick up things. I'd forget ingredients. I wouldn't have what I thought I had at home. Now I'm actually confident running through their menus for the last 6-8 months. Now I feel confident. I'm going to modify this. I'm going to put a little twist on that. I have a video where I cooked with my daughter for you guys to talk about HelloFresh. She had a blast doing that. I had a blast spending time with her doing that. HelloFresh has brought my wife and I a little bit more together. Instead of it being her turn to cook or my turn to cook, we cook together, we hobby together, we have fun together. And those are all the things that you're not going to find on a cue card. This is all written on my script so I can put the video together. These are not HelloFresh's words. These are my words. And the truth of the matter is you guys know I wouldn't read off of a script anyway. I want to tell you that honestly, my food budget has gone down. Now, some people see what I pay for HelloFresh and they get a little sticker shock. And I say, what, $8 a meal isn't good for you? Sure, it's good food from the farm to your door in 7 days or less. I'm going to tell you right now, I've lost weight. I feel better. I feel healthier. My doctor is happy with my weight loss and my nutritional gains. So if weight loss is in your goal for 2023, HelloFresh will definitely help you with that goal. Now, earlier in this year, we were eating a lot of takeout. Again, I told you, I don't like to cook. Tamir doesn't like to cook. So we switched to HelloFresh and we were amazed. Steak, pork chops, chicken, shrimp, everything is fresh. Everything is easy. The instructions are great. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a real testimonial. A lot of people never want to talk about the bad. You know why I talk about the bad? Because it's not about how many times you do it good. It's about what happens when you do it bad. In 8 months of getting boxes, I've had 2 mistakes. HelloFresh fixed them in less than 5 minutes. I was completely satisfied with them taking care of things. So again, I hate the fact that this is a paid promotion, but I do have an affiliate link down below. If you want to try HelloFresh, there is a link below, 21 free meals plus free shipping. If you want a better unscripted, not insert, there's a video in the upper right-hand corner that isn't a paid promotion. You can go listen to my video, My Experiences with HelloFresh. With that out of the way, I want to say thank you to HelloFresh for that, because partnering with them has allowed me to produce 20 of the 200 music tracks PGN Music has this year. PGN Music is like the big success story for Paradox Gaming and the company. We have over 300 tracks now available for content creators to use. In the last 28 days, we've done over 85,000 streams on Spotify. 85,000 isn't a lot of streams, but it's a lot for us. The last 28 days represents 32% of our streams for the year on Spotify. Want to thank you guys for that. This is kind of a dream come true. We're not there yet. You guys know, you see the little Mickey hat back there, the apprentice hat. I have an eventual goal to do a Fantasia-esque story, movie, song. We're getting there. We're getting close. We plan on doing 200 more tracks on PGN Music next year. So if you're a content creator, or you know a content creator, you need somebody that needs music for their streams, their videos, their vlogs, their podcasts. Maybe they own a store, maybe they own a bar. They need a certain flavor of music. Let them know that PGN Music exists. They can reach out to me. Maybe a small creator wants a very specific style of music and they can't afford to get it made. I'll get it made. They can use it copyright free, DMCA free, royalty free. They owe me nothing for it. I do want to let everybody know just one thing for next year. We will be running a Kickstarter campaign in about the February timeframe. I want to do a second Fantasy Tavern album with a really good composer. The problem is paying for that would use up most of our money, and we wouldn't be able to put out 200 tracks next year. With that said, YouTube was a solid year. I'll admit I failed you guys. I'm willing to admit when I fail. I have found that I'm becoming more of a streamer than a YouTuber. But we did do 100 videos on YouTube, which isn't as many as I said I would do. But, you know, that's pretty solid. I figured out a lot of things about YouTube. I figured out putting my VODs on their own channel is going to be a better solution. So thank you to everybody who gives feedback. And by the way, you can always give me feedback. I love feedback. We did 20,000 hours watched. That's not huge, but I'm proud of it. Giving people 20,000 hours of entertainment with a mostly 90% or above like ratio. I mean, that means I have a small community, but you guys like what we're putting out. I'd love to tell you in 2023, that's going to be the year that I stick to some sort of production schedule, but I don't want to lie to you again. I realize that I probably will not stick to a production schedule of one video a week. I'm going to try, but it probably won't happen. On Twitch, I want to tell you guys have made Twitch streaming so easy for me. 1,000 hours streamed this year, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm not a professional full-time streamer. There's 2,080 hour work hours in a year, and I did 1,000 hour stream. So, you know, that's pretty respectable. But the really important thing to me is that you guys had 4.3 million minutes, which is 72,000 hours watched. I want to thank you guys for that. I couldn't be happier with those results. Again, I know all the things I need to do to grow my channel, but I want to maintain a small community with a certain sense of community and a certain level of integrity. I also want to let you guys know that I do have the Jahlon on channel going on now. It's a stream because I'm trying to make sure that we pull things apart. You guys have not complained, but you've given me the feedback that we should not have politics on the gaming channel. So absolutely, in next year, we're going to not have politics on the gaming channel. Speaking of 2023 for gaming, next year looks like it's going to be huge for gaming. Throne and Liberty first half of 2023. Diablo 4 in June. Hopefully some Ashes of Creation testing, but look at all these. We've got hopefully some more news on ArcAge 2, hopefully some more news on the Riot MMO, something from ZeniMax, they have an MMO in development, a whole lot of stuff from NCSoft, they supposedly have more games in development. Some new development from Amazon Game Studio. Maybe Fractured will be able to rise from the ashes. If you haven't heard, they had some problems with some third-party back-end software. Camelot Unchained got additional funding, so we may see that game come back to life. Pantheon is moving into what looks like maybe some testing. 2023 looks like it might actually turn into something that looks like a good year for gaming, and we need it. We need a good year for gaming. I'd like to operate on the open and transparent method for our funding. You guys, it's your money. I spend your money, and I want to make sure that you guys know always, I put this out every year, I do not take a cut of any of the money from PGN, Paradox Gaming Network Incorporated, which includes PGN Music. I also, despite the opinion of some content creators who, I don't know, they're salty or they're angry or whatever, I don't take a backhanded cut either. You guys don't pay for my gear, my monitors, my rig, my lights. You don't pay for my vacations. You don't pay for my games, my online services, nothing. All of the money goes back into the company. I want to let you know that first and foremost, we are a business. We have some business expenses. We have our domain names, Arcade 101, Ashes 101, PGN Music, and ParadoxGaming.net. And then the rest of the money goes into like required services like tax prep, other bits and pieces, mailing, the Christmas cards, the postage, and the lion's share goes into the music creation. Last year, this calendar year, 2022, $8,500 went into music composition. That represents 63% of what we brought in through tips, bits, subs, donos, all that. And then, of course, as a C corporation, we have 30% taxes. We're a cash run business, so we pay 30% as it comes in, and then we get a little bit back when we file taxes. So 93% of the money is accounted for just between the domain names and the music and the taxes. With that said, I want to take a moment to give a big thank you to all my Patreon sponsors. Without the Patreon sponsors, a lot of the nuts and bolts of the company wouldn't be able to function. And without the nuts and bolts, you can't build a foundation, which means we wouldn't have hit 200 songs on PGN Music this year. So thank you to each and every Patreon sponsor. Now, I know earlier this year there was some issues with Patreon. There was some controversy. I looked into it. I dug into it. I dug deep into it. I could not find anything more than the singular blip, and I don't want to derail this video talking about that. I could not find anything other than that singular blip, and I looked and I looked and I was hesitant to stay on Patreon. I do have a buy me a coffee set up. I have channel memberships on this setup, but at the end of the day, I always say I will take a like, a comment, and a share more than monetary kickback. In fact, I would rather constructive criticism, or maybe not as constructive criticism, just in-your-face criticism, more than financial contribution. However you want to support the network is how you decide to support it. Goals for 2023. Let's talk about them, and then you guys hold me accountable in 12 months. Make sure when I give you next year's video that I hit these goals. 4 shows a week on Twitch. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays will be on the gaming channel. Saturday is the politics channel. It is simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube. 52 YouTube videos on the gaming channel. I'm not promising weekly, but that will include no VODs. I will give you 52 organic gaming related videos. There will be some amount of videos on the Jahlon channel. I'm not making any promises. Politics off the gaming channel. If you catch me doing politics on the gaming channel, call me out. I want to stop doing that. I want to stop losing viewers on the gaming channel when I'm on Twitch. I want to have a politics brand completely separate. 200 more tracks of music on PGN Music, including 50 Christmas. Christmas was the heavy lifter this year, and we want to be ready for next year and next Christmas. A goal of $6,000 for Extra Life this year. We're going to start in January. We're going to hit it hard. With that said, I'm going to be doing some St. Baldwin's spinoff with the hair. I haven't had a haircut in 5 months now, and every month that we raise our goal, it just denies me the right to get a haircut. It was going to go all year. My silly nephew decided to get married. I got to go to a wedding, and so I got to get a haircut in June. With that said, I will be giving out a personalized thank you for every donation on Extra Life over a certain dollar amount. I'm going to be doing a physical mailing image, a digital image at a certain tier, and then a physical mailing that'll come out of my pocket. Don't forget, I have 11 Alpha 2 keys to give away for Ashes of Creation. We're going to talk about that after the first of the year when we see where Intrepid Studios is at. And finally, community development and support. If you need help with something, ask my community on Discord. You got an idea? We can help you with that. You got a side hustle? We might be able to help you with that. You're a content creator and you need help? I have an entire channel for that. With that said, I cannot believe that the year is gone. Thank you to everyone who is a member of my community. I will see you again after the first of the year, and we're going to start out 2023 guns blazing. We're going to come out strong. We're going to try to help our peers. We're going to try to help everyone grow. A rising tide lifts all boats. And I want to say, as I always do, no content creator on YouTube or Twitch has a better community than mine. They can have communities that are just as good, but nobody is better than the community I have. I will see you guys in 2023.